Man, oh man, it has been a while since I've done this. Mostly because there hasn't been a new player in Save the World in quite a while. So I was thinking, what better time than now to address some daily quests? Because, of course, daily quests is probably the things that's going to torment new players, well, daily. And if there's one thing I hate in daily quest is which one is it? Okay, this one is easy. Mission veteran, of course, any hero just do 5 missions, but daily destroy. Sometimes this range, I believe, up to 20 items or nearly 100. I'm not sure if that's daily destroy, some other sort of destroy. Maybe that's Avengers nonsense. Daily destroy is when they say, all right, we're going to pick something that does not spawn this amount of times, where you have to break it this amount of times. Now, of course, like say, I forgot if where do you get certain schematics? I know that if you find an item, you can get the schematic, so I don't know what zone you would need to be to find this item. But what you want to do is find xenon bows. Xenon bows are freaking awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Especially for this daily quest. That, if you don't have a xenon bow, it's like the lowest rocket launcher I could find. Rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure, yeah, copper bazooka. You can probably find that anywhere. You have that schematic. Now, how to make this easy? Because let's see here. My daily destroy, best found often. Suburban zones. This is a suburban. Right? Is this not a suburban zone? It may not be. What I suggest doing if you have a xenon bow, which is probably the easiest way, you'll probably have to do a little bit of exploring. If you do not, is simply, of course, craft ammo if needed, and just shoot into the void. As you can see up the corner of my screen, it is currently 0 to 6. Let's start from over here. Nothing. Oh, no, I got 2. Don't know where the heck I hit 2 from, but yes. Xenon bows can travel through physical objects. I don't really know why. Xenon must be maybe for, like, you know, I guess like X-ray? I don't even know. Xeno, it morphs through physical objects. I never got the specifics. I don't know why I'm fighting these husks. But yes, just shoot and pray. Now, of course, like I say, in Daily Destroy, this is most of the time going to be a multi-mission daily quest. So, like I say, if it's 2, 2, 4, 6, might need to do 3 of these. Just wonderful. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have a xenon bow, like I say, if I had the bazooka or any like insta destroy item, would be yeah, I'd have to run around and do stuff. God, I'm trying to make this a fast mission. It should not be longer than it needs to be. But yeah, you know. Save the world for anyone that's new or just getting started or will just be getting started. Do not believe Save the World is something like Battle Royale. It is nowhere even close. It'll be 100 times longer. Now, I also want to make this a multi-lesson video. I will also show you some pretty useful defending tips that I use. Like recent, not the stuff I did when I first started. Because as anyone knows, as a Stonewood symbol, it was terrible when I first started. Much worse than when I was in, quote unquote, hard lanes of the mode. So, one thing I see a lot of people do is put a lot of stuff close to the base. Or whatever you're defending. I'll say base. Don't do that. Like I say, once you get good players and not people that panic too much, you will notice that this whatever you're defending needs to be nearly as clear as possible because Husk will sometimes no clip or just find a way to get in the most unseen route into your defense. So this would be good. What you should do, of course, do not build Never build on the spawner. The spawner will break any builds. Take some time to test this out. For right now, I'm pretty sure I say two builds away still works. But sometimes it's never in a straight line. Sometimes, whatever the reason is, um, sometimes they just curve. The spawns curve and it breaks. So if two spaces away don't work, do three. Now for Stonewood, of course, any trap beyond a level, let's say a level 17, should be 1 to 2 hits on a husk. Unless you're doing like what? Maybe launch the rocket. If you're doing more than launch the rocket. Always clear your area from where the husk is going. Of course, like, search and get stuff. Husk will sometimes latch on to pretty much anything, and if you can get something out of it, might as well. Why let them get anything out of it? I have 144 floor traps, and unless the spawns move, that should be enough. But don't think you're gonna be beating Twine Peaks with like a line of floor traps. Trust me, you're not. Because I believe they're faster in 144 missions and all that. I say 144, I mean 140 and 160. My bad. So here's what I'm going to do. This is the plasmatic discharger, a beauty for destroying stuff that you don't feel like harvesting. Yes. It used to be a lot better, trust. It used to be a lot better. Unfortunately, they nerfed it through the ground. But it still does the trick. Another beauty that does the trick, but I don't even know why I would even show this, is the Storm King's Wrath, which you would have to beat the entire game. So we come back to this video in maybe 6 to 7 years, after you finish the game or whatever. Say one click of the wrist, one flickety wrist, and most of it's gone. But yeah. Then again, I will place a couple next to the base. Let's see. Very good. You want to use something like you? No. Oh, I have those things up. My harvesting has been terrible. One thing to always do now, please, we need to normalize this. If you want to get ahead of the curve, rather when Save the World goes free or you already have it, learn to build behind and on the sides. People love having faith in their traps, and their traps just don't cut it. Learn to hit them early, if not instantly. So for real, learn this technique. Hit them at the spawn. Do not hope that whatever you have there, because they're already striking. Let them be weak enough that when they get there, they're probably dead, or pickaxe worthy. Like half the time in most of my missions, I remember one time I was able to pickaxe a mini boss. Mini boss is just regular husk with like extra stupid cheats and hacks that make them unbearable to fight. But anyway, let's get this over with so I can finish this daily quest and continue doing my job. If you need more tips on Save the World, like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. And my bad. And of course, feel free to add and DM me, or just if you search up Stonewood symbol and you actually find it on whatever app you're seeing this on, that would definitely get my attention. Let's get the show on the road.
That's enough blue glow.
It better be.
Got this, Commander.
Say not too many. I'm not trying to waste a bunch of stuff, but I know that Save the World has made a bunch of updates with these things. So many things. I think I missed the spot I did. Where are you coming downtown from? I did not do what I said to do over there. Over here. But yeah. I think there was something locking off the backside. Always pick up items, since you can get them as schematics now. That's wonderful. This is my harvesting loadout, believe it or not. Want to know why? Because, bada boo. max resources, max mats all the time. I know what you're thinking. 5,000. I can only hold what? 5,000? No, not 5,000. Only 50. Holy heck. Okay, you see what I said? See what I said before? That is my fault. This is why you gotta hit them early, because even a what? Okay, what they allowed here? Pretty much a 144 broadside was not enough to cut it. So that's my fault. And you will learn from my mistakes. That took me at least 7 years. Anyway, but yeah. So there we go. Deep enough over here. They're smart. They're smart. Us are smart little beings that learn to touch when they're not supposed to be touching. What? Really? You went all the way around? They are extremely dedicated to their art, which I respect. Ever so humbly. I know a lot of people are like, bro, you're over trapping. I know I am. Unfortunately. But, right. Oh crap, my daily destroy. Let's say it might not always be a one-hit mission, but please. Seesaws, where are you? You shoot in any direction, it will break almost anything and anything important. Because sometimes I try to break seesaws when it's not on a daily quest, it doesn't do that. But Xenonbo says, holy crap, this guy has this item on his list, let's break it. You want to know how I knew that? Because I tried it with a chest. I really did. When it was I think loot a safe or some nonsense, and I was trying to get a stupid smasher off of it, and the thing just exploded. And I'm like, I don't know if that was a glitch, a fluke, but it just happened. So it's a double-edged sword, and yeah, I do not think there's more than 2. There's not more than 2 in this zone. Sometimes there's 3, but hopefully, next match there'll be 7. Man could only believe. Oh yeah, another reason this is my harvesting loadout is because I can do this. And this gives tons of stuff. Stuff I probably never use, but whatever. Like wood. I cannot even tell you how much stuff I have in my storage that is completely useless. Alright, learning time. You see this big nonsense guy? What's that? Boom, you think he's dead, but he's not, because he is, I believe they call it chrome husk, meaning you have to use an elemental weapon. What is an elemental weapon? It is something that has an element glowing off of it, whether it's water, which would be blue, ice that would be a light chromish blue, or fire that has flames that are red. 1, 2, 3, and he's gone. So do not waste your traps or time trying to hit it with anything that does not have fire or water, or I believe ice. I don't know if water or ice too, but yeah. Now, of course, you can use traps to lower him and then hit him with your gun, but, well, you don't want the trap to, accidentally do too much damage, and yeah, that'll just be a waste of time. Oh, another thing I do want to say to access it. Gee, the seals. No, let me see. So Dennis, if you're familiar with Dennis, he's the burger guy. He has a perk that launches burgers, which means, to take damage for a bit. Hang on. These burgers heal. I don't know if, they get upgraded, so I don't know how much they would actually heal in, ooh, that's a bit too high, isn't it? I'm not trying to kill myself, just want damage. And I did just that. Okay. When you are as strong as I am, you forget the limit. Yeah, at this point, I currently have no idea what is the... Katua. There we go. Crap, thing nearly over. Let me get a burger real quick. Of course, I cannot find one. Guys, looking for a burger. Oh, Jesus. Alright, they spawn where hostile and auto heals. And yeah, these are somewhat the basics. I mean, this ain't stuff that you would have at the basics, but just, be aware that, Yeah, you can do that. Get burgers. Attack animals at all costs. Attack them at all costs. Most animals have loot. Sorry, Peter. Oh, something else I want to show you once the thing ends, because everyone's like, "Oh my god, it takes so long." I did not notice until 2025. So when a mission ends, you can do this. Don't leave until you hear the noise. I'll tell you when.
Nicely done, Commander.
There it is. Until you hear that little siren or you see the victory, that's when you can leave early, skipping that whole waiting sequence. Now, of course, if someone's in your party, make sure you have stick with party if you want to stick, or leave if you want to leave. Saving you a whole year's worth of time. I kid you not. I have spent over 12 million seconds just sitting there, spamming circle. But, yeah. Other than that, I want to, suburbs. This looks like a nice city, so please. Another suburbs, I say often in suburbs, I'm going to do it. With no people, because sometimes people slow me down and get me distracted, but whatever. I don't, yeah, no. We can get on to ninja builds later. But like I was saying, let me get to my heroes. So, as my main harvester, I have Cassie Clip Lipman, who has a pretty decent, what is it? I think, yeah, high caliber harvest, meaning that punch I will do and spam the hell out of, and Dennis's burger buff. Everything else was pretty random. I'm pretty sure I just went with whatever was popular on YouTube and then whatever helps me later. Oh yeah, going coconuts gives coconuts for searching things, I believe. Unless that's not correct, but yeah. Heck if I know. I just do. Right, so, like I say, same thing.
Coming up with gadgets to outsmart
Kind
the
of.
storm.
Yeah, same thing.
Well,
I'm gonna do it from the center.
started an arms race.
Gonna go this way.
You know those rumors
Nothing.
you've been hearing about an
This
even
way?
more dangerous part
Nothing.
of the storm? A corrosive storm
Oh, I got
closing
one.
in on you,
Oh, I got
eventually
two, and that looked like it was over there.
Remember how I said that
And I
never,
got
ever,
all of
ever
them.
happened here?
And like that,
We need to retrieve the data as usual, but this time we need
Daily Destroy is done.
exposure
Now
to
all
the
we gotta
storm
do
will
is,
hurt you a lot.
oh yeah, if
You'll
you're
take
doing
damage when you're in the
save the
storm,
data
so
and
keep
you're
an eye
like,
on your
oh
health.
my god, it doesn't show, because in case you don't know, most missions have the
We
little
need to
exclamation
retrieve the
mark.
data before
Where
we're overwhelmed
is
by the storm.
the data?
So you'll need to
Where
move
do you
quickly.
retrieve it?
We
Just
only
look
have
up,
20
bro.
minutes.
Literally.
Keep an eye
Look
on the
up,
storm's movement
and
under
whenever
it.
you see that balloon, oh, I can only imagine if that actually
We've
popped in.
got a bonus in
That
sight.
would have been terrible. But, my shield made a stupid noise. Yeah. Wherever you see the balloon, run to it, and that's where your thing is. Try to get missions done as fast as
Any
possible,
attacks from the
especially when
storm's
it's
tracers
defense,
can corrupt the data.
especially if you have other people. Some people get annoyed and then make some stupid decisions, bad layouts, and terrible defense, and yeah, they'll just ruin it because you took too long. So I'm not gonna lie. If you want a good and easy mission that is easy to do, simply be the first one to get started, and then whoever wants to be involved, also will do the right thing. You know, so be quick. Like, I'm sorry to say, yeah, you're gonna have to rush people if you want something done well. This is something you should do up close if you want to do something up close, because I really don't want to be hit too long. But oh yeah, I can do that.
The only way we're going to retrieve
Like I
all of
said,
the data
Xenobos go through
is shoot the
anything.
balloon down
Xeno,
as soon as
Xenon,
possible.
whatever they call it.
So bring down that balloon,
Boom!
download that data, and get ready to
Yay, that was fun. Where are they coming from? Do not do this if you're just beginning. I'm just good. Sorry. But once you get good, I want to get out of Stonewood. Once you get good, once you get out of Stonewood, you know. Another fun fact, floor traps can go on stairs. So never let a hill, never let a hill stop you from putting a trap there. Torment the husk as much as possible. And I think this is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'd say that's practically everything for today's class. Except for, well, when you have any throwing husks, not the baseball ones, like this, how do I say this nicely? There's women who throw stuff. There's these ladies that throw things, and there's this big scrawny guy who likes to chuck husks. Whenever you have something like that, put this anti-air trap. A lot of people have mistaken this for a floor trap. It's not. It is for the sky. It shoots stuff out the sky. That's what this does. Do not put it on the ground unless you have something, I guess, low that's throwing low. I don't know. I've never tested this with, like I say, I never tested it with those guys. What are they doing? I do not know. They have good sense. They did not want any of it. But yeah, let's say make sure you have a good harvesting routine. Always have stuff on you. I never knew why this wasn't a solid, but I don't care. Why are they doing that? Are they actually afraid? Okay, sentient husk is always something that scares me, because it means they're thinking to ruin my day. But anyway, oh, it's that guy again. There are some traps that have some elements. I don't know if freeze or... Oh, this one probably would top hit. Oh, flame grill would definitely work too, because it's a fire. I wonder if a Storm King could beat it. Ooh, a Storm King's... what is it? What is he called again? My bad. Ravager is somewhat of an elemental, I guess. Corruption or corrosion, whatever. What do you do? They are not happy. They are watching. Bro. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe, this thing definitely does not work. It was so late. I already got hit. What were you defending? Anyway, that thing was late. Those two husks know about these traps, and at this point, I think they're waiting for the durability to be used up. So, traps have durability, like I explained in one of my earlier videos, that they'll just go away once the durability is used up. But, unfortunately for these husks, the deer... Ugh. What is that? Oh, it's my cat. Jesus Christ. Whew. Unfortunately, I have insane amount of durability, so my mission will be done before they can ever walk on any of these. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm not going to let them just lollygag. Get out of here. Spawn some new stuff. That boy dodged it. Oh, never mind. He did it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Till next time. Oh yeah, if you ever wonder, how do I find a Stonewood symbol? I know I say there's multiple, there's not really a lot of them out there. You'll find us always texting in chat, or we will have our current storm shield symbol on a cape or some sort of cosmetic we own. That is somewhat of a requirement if you want to be one of the elites. Have a cape or skin that displays the banner. And there we go. Oh, why did I do that? My bad, I should have jumped. Like I said, I want to show you guys this. No, I really don't, because it's kind of, flexing. But yeah, once you get Storm Cave, Ravager, I believe it's called, they have the secondary feature where it releases a slice, meaning you can hit hard without being close. Or, well, you can hit a decent amount of strength without being close. I just realized that most of this would not work, so, wait. Do that, and it hits all the way over there. Goes pretty far too, but yeah. I believe, in my experience, this works best on sometimes smashers, or what is it? What is this called? Flingers. Because I don't know why. For smasher, it always stuns them. I know a lot of like, you're using no goddamn Ravager on the smasher, but yes, I am. Oh, and other than that, save the world is a cakewalk. One thing you do not keep building as the mission goes on. That is opening chances for whatever husks to just break on through. Don't do this, or don't just keep building. Have a defense and let your defense do its job. If your defense is not working, you need to make a new defense. Okay? You need to make a new defense. Do not keep building and wasting stuff that probably do not need to be wasting. Do not put more traps unless you really, really want to beat the other thing. Like, if you think something's going to risk your mission, then sure. But, like, if you're not in a dangerous position, I have no need to be adding any more traps. I see a lot of new players, or I guess people that like to troll, constantly add more traps closer and closer. I guess they want the combat points. I could care less. Just don't do it. But anyway, uh, like, everything we do, keep on grinding missions and go out there and be a hero. To the best of your ability, please. Please. Perfection as always. Now, before this video ends, alongside with this mission, I want to show you. I bet you're wondering, how do some people just sit and storm all day and, like, I guess, leech? Because if you are a harvester, I will show you how, especially since I have growing coconuts, and I believe, I said harvester, my bad, outlander. We have this thing where we get stuff for searching. So, of course, finding meat helps. I have this slurp juice, which definitely helps. Now, I want to do the coconut, because this is an insane, and I do mean insane strat. I'd say the slurp juice just caught up, meaning I probably will not be taking damage. Yeah, not anything that'll kill me, unless I get into a too chaotic fight. But yeah, oh my god, can I not get a coconut or what? Those. Oh my god, I cannot find a coconut. Okay. If you look at any of my other streams, you can definitely see it. But yeah, I cannot find a coconut. Oh, there it is. Coconuts. Yeah, it builds health ever so slowly, as you can see. And all you have to do is search stuff. So people will be in the storm, searching and doing who knows what, while everyone else is suffering. Like I said, wait for the little trumpet or whatever, the violin. You can do it pretty early, but I wouldn't risk doing it early. So, right around there. Screen flip. Boom. Skip the whole thing. I would not advise doing it before you see the word victory, but I like to play risky. So remember, be a hero and be perfection. And I'll see you out there on the battlefield. Yay! Daily quest done! Yeah!